Good evening, everyone. I'm very happy about start presenting of my person. However, the topic of my presentation is much more serious than poker. In fact, it's very important and it takes so much time of our life. It takes over 30% of the life of almost each of us, I believe. Also, it is important because, as the statistics show, it's the second, after the private changes, second most stressful event in our lives. It is important also because most of people, if we want it or not, they judge us based on this. So you may guess that I'm talking about work. Work is very important and it plays very strong role in the lives of most of us. However, what is amazing that though it's so very much important, this is the place where we behave not reasonable. We act irrationally there, and very often we simply waste our time. So with this very sad thesis, I would like to illustrate the situation that is happening in some private businesses and most of all in corporations. Also, I noticed that other speeches are about that, so I believe that this is the topic that touches most of us
during summer.
Yeah, during holidays especially, so it's important to notice that we should think a little bit more while being at work. So to start, let me present the difference between private life thinking and the logic that we have in corporations. Let's imagine that we need to go shopping. In private life, we do shopping, we try to do shopping when the shops are open. In corporations, it's not always the case. Let's assume that someone is trying to meet the boss of another company. You are the sales representative, and you need to be in touch with the bosses of other companies. A reasonable person would come half an hour earlier, before 9 o'clock, and try to avoid all the secretaries that are on the way to get through to the other boss. But as in corporation, we start work at 9, and we start to work with the coffee. We can try to contact the boss at 9:30, and that is not doable. So simply we lose about 2 or 3 hours trying to get connected to the boss, which is in fact simply waste of time. And for some of the corporate workers, that's not a problem. We lose the time is passing, we are paid for that. But as a reasonable person, we should avoid such situations. Going further, let's think of some situation in our private lives, such as contacting other people. Let's assume that you come in private life from work, you are very tired and you go to tell to your wife or husband, please prepare dinner for me, I'm so hungry, I need it in half an hour. It must be some potatoes, some meat, some vegetables, I need it really badly, I cannot do it myself. Because? But it's very urgent. Well, so the wife, or maybe a husband, he puts out, he puts away his task, he starts preparation, he does everything the wife wishes or the husband wishes, and she happily gives him dinner, but at that moment he's already changed his mind, and he doesn't want it any longer. In corporation, it's normal. In private life, you would do it once and you would stop. In corporation, we accept it, and we do the useless reports twice a week at least, hoping that maybe this time it will be more useful. So, going from the reports, let's have a look how the social life in a corporation looks like. So if you have a birthday, in private life, you have 2 choices. You can celebrate it, or you cannot celebrate it. Imagine that there is the third way. if you have a birthday in private life, let's imagine you'd do the party, you'd prepare food, you would invite many guests, but then you would send them SMS, please come help yourself, but I will be out. But have fun. It wouldn't be acceptable and rational, but in corporation it is, as it happened quite lately in my corporation. We received the email that you can have the cake I was cooking 3 hours last night, but I'm too busy to accept your wishes. And you would think twice before you would visit such a person doing a party. So to conclude, I would suggest, and I would encourage all of us to have a look how our corporate life looks like. And if it looks similarly to what I told you, I would encourage to think if we can avoid losing time and our energy and improve it either by our behavior and our thinking, or simply by changing a business. And I believe there will be more experts to tell about that tonight. So good luck. Thank you.